Namaskar, Diro. A warm welcome to all of you on behalf of Blue Star in Trinidad and Tobago to our healing circle this afternoon. I'm Prema Devi, and I will be guiding you through the first segment of our session today, which is the yoga segment. And before we start with that part of the healing circle today, I will guide you into a centering meditation for a few minutes. So I will invite you to close your eyes gently and just bring your attention into your navel area, bringing the mind into the body, exhaling fully, bringing your belly towards the spine, and breathing in deeply as you expand your belly, filling up with air. And just continue to have a natural breath for a few more times. Noticing if there are any physical discomforts that you need to let go of. Any sensations. Feeling completely comfortable at ease as you breathe in deeply and breathe out. You can bring your palms gently over your belly and just feel the nice rhythm and motion as your belly expands and contracts. Exhaling deeply to make room to breathe in gently as you continue a nice flow and rhythm. Feeling your feet fully grounded into the ground. Imagining that there are roots going all the way down to the center of the earth. And as you breathe in, there is energy, prana, chi, and ki coming up through those roots all the way to your belly. And as you exhale, anything that you want to release is going down all the way. Just notice if your breathing has gone deeper as you relax the muscles in your belly area. Now, while keeping the focus on your breath, now bring your attention also into your forehead, in your brow area, just between your eyebrows. And as you exhale, Just breathe out any thoughts that are coming into mind. And breathe into silence and peace as you release any thoughts that are preventing you from being fully in the moment right now. As you feel the strength of your physical body, the peace in the mind, just bring the attention now into the heart area. Breathing in deeply into your chest. And breathing out gently and slowly. And as you continue to breathe in deeply and gently, just open up the space to feel so much gratitude. Gratitude for being here all together, for the opportunity to share our energies, our practice, for all the grace and blessings that we are receiving through these 40 days and always. And as you continue to breathe into the heart deeply and fully, just feel the joy, the immense joy for the precious gift of having a living master as a role model and as a guide to help us realize our divinity and our oneness with all life. Continue to breathe in deeply and fully. Exhaling. And as we begin this healing circle today, just feeling the one mind, one heart. We're going to start with a chant of one Om today, breathing out fully. And breathing in deeply. On peace, peace, peace. And welcome back, everybody. When you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. And I will guide you through this session this afternoon with some yoga Chonji-in exercises, which are slightly different from the regular Indian style yoga. We will be doing mostly tapping, bouncing, and counting, which is extremely important to count out loud in order to regulate the breath with the movements. So I will be reminding you through the session to breathe into Danjan. Danjan is just 2 inches below your navel. Some call it also the Dantian. So as we do our different series of movements and exercises, we want to focus into this area as we breathe in, expanding the belly, and we breathe out, bringing it in towards the spine. So I will invite you all to stand. And now opening your feet shoulder width apart and gently bending your knees. We're gonna start with a tapping in our Danjan area. And we're gonna count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can add a little bit of bouncing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And gently engaging your abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. And now give your belly a nice rub. We're going to do a few intestine exercises. These actually are great to do, mostly to boost our immune system. So throughout the day, you can be doing as many as you can, up to 300 or more. So you can feel as healthy and vital as possible. It also helps you detox the body, bring heat into the navel, and help regulate with the blood and energy circulation. So we're going to exhale by bringing the belly in towards the spine and gently up. Releasing as we inhale, imagine that you are just filling up a big balloon with air, and exhale again towards the spine. So we're gonna do it a few times together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. And I'll give it a nice rub. You can also do these exercises while sitting, laying down, or even kneeling. So there are many ways that you can use. So now we're going to do our whole body tapping just to, again, unblock and reactivate any blockages in the meridians all along the body. So we're going to start with the left lung. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now left palm up, tapping all along the side of your arm. And clapping. Congratulate yourself for being here today. And now coming back to shoulder and armpit. Turning to the left, to the right, and tapping all along the side of your left ribs. Coming back to center and release. And now we go with the other side, your right lung. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And right palm up, tapping all along the side of your arm. And clapping, relaxing shoulders. And now bringing your palm down and coming back to shoulder and armpit. And now bending to the left, tapping all along the side of your right ribs. Coming back to center and release. So now we're going to gently bend forward, bringing your palms over your kidneys and tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now going all the way down to your feet from the back of your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in steps. Coming all the way up through the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And going down sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. Now give your hands and feet a nice shake. Just again, releasing any stagnant energy that we may still have. And now, lifting your shoulders up, up, up as high as you can, and down. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now opening arms to the sides, bringing both palms facing towards the ceiling. And now we're going to twist one arm at a time. We're going to have both palms facing towards the ceiling as we rotate one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Very nice. Now we're going to interlock our fingers, breathing in as you come up and out, turning your palms towards the ceiling, breathing into dungeon, breathing out, turning to the left side, in and out, coming back to center, in and out, turning to the right. In, out, we come back to center and we release our arms. And now we're going to make big circles. 1, trying to pull the arms and spine as much as you can towards the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now bring your hands on your hips and we're gonna make big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now bring your hands gently over your knees and knee rotations. 1, 2, 3, and the other side. 1, 2, and 3. And now coming back up, interlocking your fingers, breathing in and breathing out as you push out to the center, breathing into dungeon, And breathing out to the left and bouncing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to center, breathing in and to the right. Breathing out and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we come back and release. Now let's bring our feet together. Breathing in deeply as we bring our palms up. Breathing out, scanning your energies. Just noticing how the body feels. In, out. And one more, breathing in. Joining palms together. Bringing them down to your heart. And namaskar, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this part of the segment. And now Prava will take you to the second part. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to our second segment where we'll prepare more by going into a healing meditative space, working on healing ourselves. So I hope you're sitting down already. If not, sit down comfortably. And then close your eyes for a moment. Bring your hands on your legs with the palms facing to the ceiling. And just take a moment to observe how you feel after doing all the exercises with Prema Devi, where you have activated the meridians, made contact with your organs, and brought more energy into your physical body. And embrace your body in that loving field. Knowing that our body is our faithful servant throughout the day, and we are fully in gratitude for that. And then let's start working on increasing the energy, the healing energy in our hands. And our first step is to become aware of the tips of our index fingers. You can choose one of one hand or you can choose both. And then really see if you can feel the tip of this finger. Feel where the joint is towards the middle part of the finger. Feel the nail. Feel the skin, the top, the end of the finger. And then notice if you feel any tingling feeling or vibration or any warmth. And observe also the field just outside of the fingertip, around the fingertip. And when we practice becoming aware of a very little part of our body, we practice bringing our mind into our body. And then we can more easily extend this to other parts of the body or our entire body. So once we have trained our awareness a little bit, brought more energy already into our finger just by the awareness and the intention, let's expand our awareness to our entire hands. And specifically feel the palms of your hands. You've been working with them, you've been tapping your body, so they would have been energized already. And notice any sensation in the palms of your hands and in the field just surrounding your hands. And when you breathe in, feel as if though you're filling up your heart with healing and loving energy. And when you're breathing out, the energy flows from your heart through your arms, through the palms of your hands and the fingers outward into the space. And know that our hands can be powerful instruments of healing on our own body or on other people. You can get initiations like Reiki, but it's also just the intention that creates a powerful energy field in your hands, which is also related to the field of your heart. And start moving your fingers a little bit, as we will go into a little bit of action. And then lift up one hand and bring your hand to just below your collarbone on the side, just before where your arm starts, the soft part. If you go too far to the outside, you feel the bones of the shoulder. If you go too far up, you feel the collarbone. So just below that area. And then you can either rub the area or massage the area with the ends of your fingers, or you can make a fist and do it with your knuckles, rubbing it, creating warmth in this area. And feel what feels best at this moment. For me, it's a little bit of firmer massage with my fingers. This point, you would have treated it with Prima Devi already, is the start of the lung meridian. And every start and end point of the meridian is extra powerful in bringing energy to the entire meridian. And it can help you to breathe more easy. which can be very helpful in this time of the coronavirus, which affects the respiratory system. It also helps to boost your immune system. And you give it a last little bit of warmth, little bit of energy. And then release, bring your hand back on your knees, and then feel the area. Feel also the entire arm. Your long meridian goes from the start point all the way through to your thumb, through the arm. And feel the difference between left and right. Maybe one arm already feels warmer than the other. And then lift up the other arm and bring it just below the collarbone on the other side. Rubbing or massaging this area with your fingers or with your closed fists. Bringing energy to the long meridian, helping your lungs to breathe more easily and helping your immune system. Give it the last little bit of energy. And then release your hand, bring it back on your lap, and observe how you feel. And slowly bring up both hands and bring them just where the collarbone starts, at the center, a little bit below that. And there's also the chest bone there. You can feel when you go from the middle a little bit outside that you dip into where the chest bone ends. And then just below the collarbone, bring all your fingers together and then lightly tap this area. Your fingers all together are luckily quite big, so you don't need to worry too much about where exactly you'll be. And if you let yourself be guided, you'll also move to the right spot. This is the start of the kidney meridian. Brings energy into the body, brings energy from the earth into the body. Helps if we feel tired. And also helps to breathe better. And helps when we're dealing with a cough. And then stop the tapping, slide down over the front of your body. Bring your hands back on your legs, palms facing upward, and take a moment to observe. Breathing deep into the belly. Grounding also into the feet. And then we'll pay a little attention to another meridian that helps to boost our immune system, which is our triple burner meridian. It's a Meridian that helps with digestion, with temperature regulation in the body, and also immunity. And this meridian starts at your temple area. So you can bring your hands there. Make sure that if you touch anything outside and you touch your face, that your hands are clean. Wash them with soap. And then massage this temple area. The area where we will naturally massage if we feel sluggish in our mind, tired after a hard day of work, if we have a headache. And then we move our hands along our ears, just where our ears would touch our head if you press them close. We move around and then around our neck. Then we go to our shoulders and we put our hands just around the area in between your neck and your shoulder, and you just hang down a little bit. An area where we can keep a lot of stress. And then gently release. And then bring your hands back on your legs. And then the last point we'll pay attention to is also the triple burner meridian. It's the point number 3. Actually, before when I said this was the start point, is actually the end point. I mixed that up. Triple burner point number 3 is in between your pinky finger and your ring finger. Just if you go with your fingers in between those bones, just below the knuckles, just press all your fingers in a little row there. Then you're bound to have the right point for triple burner number 3. And just press your fingers in there or move them a little bit. They call this point an anti-flu point. So it's very powerful for your immune system and if you're dealing with the flu. If any of these points are sensitive, it usually means that they actually need the extra energy and they need the attention. And there can be some kind of block there. Okay, and then release. Just take a moment to observe. You can rest your hands. Feel the difference between the point that you've treated and the point on the other hand. And then lift up your hands again and go to the other hand. In between the bones below your pinky finger and your ring finger. Pressing all your fingers in a little row. Just keeping them still or moving them a little bit. And if you want more of this, you can do this at any point of time in day. Maybe if you're watching something or you're just sitting or even talking to someone, you can actually massage this point for a couple of minutes. But for now, we'll release. We bring our hands back on our lap, palms facing to the ceiling, and let's observe. And then let's create the intention to even magnify the healing field that we're in even more. creating that healing space, being aware of your entire body. And if you have any areas of challenge in your body, hold them in your awareness. Feel the area, feel the pain, the stress, the resistance. Or if there's nothing going on with you physically, maybe you can take an area where there's an emotional issue, or you can already bring your attention to someone else who might need it. And full of acceptance, full of love, just feel the pain, but hold it in a contained field. You are not the pain, but it may be there in your body. And let's not fight it for a moment. Let's not even try to heal it, just allow it to be and to tell you its story. And sometimes if you just let it be, you will actually notice that it diminishes by itself. Sometimes it may be too huge, it may be overwhelming you. If so, you can always move your attention away a little bit. And then let's have the intention that whatever pain or stress or resistance you have will slowly fade away. And the area will be filled with light. It will be filled with space. And with a beautiful healing energy. And then let's start to think about all the people in the world that are challenged right now with a disease, with tension in their body, with tiredness from dealing with everything around. And let's hold them in our love. And let's slowly move up our hands, point our palms facing forward so we can send out our healing energies to our world. I also have a healing box in my hands with the names of people that are challenged, connected to our Blue Star family. So let's send our light, let's send our love and our healing energy to all the people whose names are in this box, and to all the people that are dear to us, to our family and friends, our loved ones, to all the workers that are working so hard to deal with the pandemic. Let's spread our light into this world. And know that as the Blue Star family, we can co-create this immense, immense field of energy that envelops our entire planet. In the blessings of Guruji and all the masters. And then you may slowly lower your hands again to your lap and prepare yourself for our next segment. Let's bring our hands in front of our chest. Let's slowly open our eyes. And I want to thank you for your participation in creating this field together. And wish you a wonderful next segment with Guruji. And enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening. Thank you and namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and a warm welcome to this segment of the Healing Circle. Just to remind you of essential principles, the mind is a most powerful instrument in the healing process. Driven by you, the noble ego, empowered by the very source of your being, you can channel tremendous energies into your physical space and into your vital space. These principles I bring to you all the time. You have the power of attention and intention. Attention is where you put your focus. For some of us, our focus is not strong, but we can develop that with practice. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. More and more when you give attention fully to whatever you're doing, which you should, you learn to develop that power. In this case, you need to give full attention to your physical body and to the energy system that drives it. It's incredible when you can hold your entire physical body in your awareness, mental awareness. That itself is empowering. If you can engage the ego into feeling the divine presence behind it, if you can come into this awareness of the divine presence within you, and you can center in that and channel energy in and through that, the powers that you develop are remarkable. You can immunize the physical body. You can influence organs. You can influence cells. You can hold your body in a strong energy field, vital energy field. The mind is a source of prana. And when you hold your entire body in that field of the mind, you're holding it in a field of prana. Because we have scattered minds, and because we don't have the focusing power, we don't feel the energy, the healing energy that we can really develop. But with practice, you can. I'm always reminded of the beautiful statement of Jesus. When he was asked, Master, why can't we heal as you can? And his statement was simple and profound. If you have a little faith of the mustard seed, you will tell the mountain to move and it will move. So he questioned our faith in the powers we carry. He says, the kingdom of heaven lies within you. The kingdom of heaven lies within you. That's the power you carry. But you need every day to learn to center in that more and more. Of course, the karmic play may limit you, but no, I'm dealing with that in the 40 days. And I'm showing you ways and to bring in possibilities in the play. So even though you are constrained, you have big possibilities in the play. So as we meditate this evening, what I would like you to do is to learn how to use your attention fully. Be present, moment aware. We say, be in the here and now. Be here, right where you are, and be in the now moment. And don't shift from that as much as you can. This is where you want to focus. That's why you're sitting there listening to me. I need to remind you, because of the holographic concept of the universe, which I hope that you are reflecting upon more and more, because of that concept, I exist in you and you exist in me. This physical body may be far away from you, but the energetic body that is driving this physical body is right where you are. Our minds exist in each other. It means I can produce a thought right in the midst of your mind, and you can produce a thought right in the midst of my mind. My energetic body and your energetic body, my heart and your heart, emotional center, coexist in each other. So I can generate an emotion and you can feel it immediately because it's in the center of you. And you can generate an emotion and I can feel it immediately. Now you see why I enjoy this field that we co-create together. And I hope that you enjoy it as well. It's an incredible field that we build with every moment that goes. We build that field more and more. And it becomes so incredible, we can actually feel the warmth of the field. We can feel the healing power of the field. And it makes it easier to build faith when you can have this experience with us being together. I don't claim any special power. All I have done is become more aware of the powers that lie within my own being. And I try to inspire you to tap into the power that lies within you. What is within me is within you. The center of my being is your center of being too. Where I generate thoughts is the same place that you go to generate thoughts. But the beauty of being with each other is that we can inspire each other. We can influence the field of each other. We can impact the field of each other. And we can create synergy, which is the energy that we both build together, or we all build together. And the very core of your being has infinite energy. And I always love to remind you of the microwave principle. You put food in the microwave, you turn the dial, and energies are cooking the food. Energies you don't see. You engage your mind and energies flow through your being that you don't see. And it's influencing matter, the gross body. So let's try to come into that center together, and let's use the power of attention and intention. Intention is where the faith is, to generate and to tap into the energies of our core and spread it into the field. Join me now as we take the journey within to the most powerful healing center that's right within our being. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to eat anything or drink anything. We simply have to be nourished from the center of being. Let's go within. Bring your attention into the present moment. Be here and now with you. You are the center of your universe. Your power to think, your power to feel, your power to act comes from deep within your own being. We all exist in that same center. I'm speaking to you from the center of your being. All my energies are generated at the center of your being. All your energies are experienced in my being. How do you come to the center of your being? Center of the mind, center of thought. So you give attention to the thought space. And you center in the silence, observing that space. Thought is an energy. It's an energy form. And the subtle energy of thought comes from a chakra, an energy center at the center of the eyebrows. I'm going to direct my consciousness there. And if you do it together with me, you can have an incredible experience of the energy center at the brow, in the brain. Give attention to your breathing. Breathing fully into the lungs and breathing out, emptying the lungs completely. Nice, slow breathing. And whilst you're doing that, just center, gently relaxed at the center of the eyebrows. Connect with that point you feel at the back of the neck when you breathe in your ujjayi. And make that connection with the third eye. Third eye is an energy center that you will feel as you go more and more into subtle body awareness. It's right there. And the more you can feel that center, the more you come into the center of thought, center of the mind, center of quantum power of the mind. So that's mind centering. Slow breathing. I want you to enjoy this process. You're bringing oxygen to the brain and to the cells via the lungs. And you're bringing prana via nadis. The Ida and Pingala nadi converge at that medulla point. That's connected to the third eye. Nice, slow breathing. Belly breathing, chest breathing, and breathing into the throat, into the upper lobes of the lungs. Nice, slow breathing. With Ujjayi, you can hear the subtle movement of the breath. As you push the breath out, and as you pull the breath in. You are in the healing space of the mind. Now spread that field of the mind to the entire body, that you can feel the bone structure of the body, that you can feel your skin, tissues within, organs within, muscles within the body. Lungs operating, heart beating, nervous system firing. You're using the power of attention. And you're using the power of intention to scan. Now you've centered in the mind. Hold that steady. And go to the heart center, that you may center in the heart, that you may channel loving energy into your space, another dimension to your being, the ability to love, to spread this wonderful healing energy of love, learning to build a caring, appreciative relationship with your physical body. As you breathe into the chest, open up to loving being. And let that love spread through the entire body as you breathe out. Opening up, centering in the chest as you breathe. And as you breathe out, just extend that love through the entire body. You've just added another dimension to the healing field. Spread that energy of love to lungs, to heart, to liver, to spleen, to kidneys, to bones, to blood, to skin, to eyes, to brain, to reproductive system, to to spread your body, your energies of love through the entire body, holding your entire body in your mental field. Just the beautiful energy of I love you, my body. You're so precious to me. That is appreciation. I love you, my every cell. That is detail. You're God's gift to me. That's gratitude. Open the belly to breathe. That's a big nervous system there that you can recharge or revitalize with the prana of the breath. Breathe into the navel. You have a chakra there at the center. Manipura, the fire of vitality. And as you breathe in there and breathe out from there, you're creating a fire, a revitalizing fire that can spread to the entire solar plexus area and to the body. Another dimension to your energy field. So you're still experiencing the energy of love. You're still experiencing the mental field that holds everything. You're still experiencing present moment awareness. And you're experiencing revitalizing the physical body. You're building the immune system. You're nourishing it. And go right down to the sacral area that you may give attention to the organs in that area. Breathe into the sacral energy. It's nourishing energy. Couple it with the heart chakra and the brow. So sacral, heart, and brow, all working together. And for groundedness in the physical field, go right down to the root, perineum. And as you engage in breathing in each time, you start from that perineum area and its grounding energy. No strong pull is required. Just go down there with your mind and your breath. And you will feel the energy of that root there if you give attention to it. The energy awareness is in the field. I'm strongly creating it, co-creating it with you. Stay with me. We are together in this space. Rooted at the root center, opening up the belly to breathe, breathing into the chest, into the throat, up to the third eye. Breathing down the body, spreading the energies through the body, right down to the navel as you empty the navel area, down to the sacral, to the root. And then you start the in-breath. Stay with me in that process. It's a very powerful process. Be attentive. Stay with this orbit breathing. Sometimes it's called Kriya Pranayama, as you energize the entire spinal column in the in-breath. And you spread energies through, right through the body in the out-breath. You're also following two major meridians, governing meridian and conception meridian as you breathe down the body. You're following energy channels in the body. And using the mind to supercharge them. Stay with me in this process. Now, if any of your organs are stressed, disturbed, unbalanced, challenged, breathe into that point in the in-breath, taking your mind there and the prana of the breath. And every time you breathe out, feel that you're breathing out the stresses from there, the disturbance from there. And when you breathe in, you breathe into that point. I'm doing that for my liver. I like to treat my liver. So I'm breathing into the liver. And then breathing out from there. And I keep my attention there on my liver. And I do that until the liver is totally energized. I also do that with my spleen. Which is on the other side. And I also do that with my heart and with my lungs. So I love to energize these organs. So you can go to any organ. You can go to the eyes and do it. Now, when you feel the ease of doing it, and you feel that you are supported in doing it, know that you're tapping into the Kundalini energy as healer. I've moved my liver to my spleen. The more familiar you become with the organs, the more you can tune into them. And it's amazing what you can do. If there are pains in the body, you can breathe into it and breathe out the pain. And you'll be amazed how pain begins to disappear. And for those of you who want to practice bone breathing with me, as you breathe in, take your attention from the center of the bones right to the skin. And as you breathe out, bring your attention back to the bones. So energetically, you are breathing prana into the bones. From the center of the bones, bone marrow, to the skin. And when you breathe out, you bring your attention back to the center of the bones. Prana in, prana out. You can do that at your joints. The bone marrow is responsible for red blood cells. So that's how you can influence the production of red blood cells. And their quality. Now tune into the collective consciousness of the group. Open up the group consciousness. We are in one center of being. All you need to do is to open the mind to the expansive field. Open your minds to each other. And there'll be a very natural expansion in the consciousness to the field. And breathe into that and breathe out into that. Breathe into the center of the field. The center of your being is the center of the field. And breathe out into the field to everyone. So we are energizing the collective vital body of our field. The collective prana. In our field. And let's hold the intention for our world. May all be nourished from the center of being. Through every prayer, every mantra, every aspiration. May all be nourished. May the immune systems of all be boosted. May all glow with health from the inner space. And may we, humankind, prevail upon disease. Through the power of collective being and through the power of collective prayer and collective noble intention. Visualize your community, visualize your country, visualize your continent, and visualize your world. And in that way, you're going to chant the Mahamrityunjaya. Let it resonate in your consciousness. Chant the mantra with me. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandham pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam vamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandham pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining in with me for such a marvelous meditation. I delight in doing this because my body becomes nourished. And the co-created feel is it's so beautiful. So I love to invite you to just stay with me a little bit longer as we share experiences of the meditation and the healing field. And so I'm going to invite you to share your experiences today so that we inspire each other, we support each other. And if you have any questions that you may have that you want to ask, you can, and you can share any of the healing experiences that you would have had during the session or new insights. So let's inspire each other. So the field is open to your sharing. Okay, I see that Lisbeth has raised her hand. So let's listen to Lisbeth.
Namaskar, Guruji.
Namaskar, Lisbeth.
Okay, thank you for such a marvelous, wonderful meditation.
Thank you.
I wanted to share something with you, not only from this meditation, but also in this morning. While I was meditating this morning, I had almost constantly your picture before me, and even sometimes it felt as if it was not I who was sitting on my pillow, but it was you, and vice versa. It seems to be quite easy to change. It was changeable on some I don't know really.
Well, it's
So
exciting, isn't it?
yes,
Because
yes,
you're
yes,
me and
very,
I'm
very.
you. It's the
Yeah,
holographic
yes,
principle there.
that's
That
what I
I'm in
want
you
to
and you
ask. It
and
is
me.
a glimpse. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then there's something else which I want to share, and that is the intention of changing an old pattern. And one of my old patterns is that I hold back in sharing or in speaking. I
Yeah,
don't feel free to speak. And
yeah.
yesterday evening, I was in conversation with Kundalini, and I asked her to help, and I asked her to help me to say and to speak when it's from sincerity and a noble
Beautiful.
space.
Mhm.
And so I'm practicing now.
You're doing fantastic. Thank you, Lisbeth. I'm so pleased to hear all of this.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much, Guruji.
Mhm. Okay, we have Veera and Sundari.
Namaskar all. Namaskar, Master.
Namaskar to you.
It is there at most evenings. It's sometimes challenging to stay fit, and you want to go to bed. But when you have, in this case, really the intention to participate, and I feel so lifted and clear in the mind, and like my energy field is tintling so strong. It's so nice. I can really feel that we have the collection and the connection together. And what I also like is that my sister had an operation because she fell on the ground and she broke some bones. And it is so easy to be supportive on that, to help her in may that heal in a swift way or whatever. So, and that's from this energy and from this center, it's so easy to do that, and the focus is also easy and strong. So it's beautiful to be in this collective energy and
Thank you, Veer.
have that teaching.
Thank you. Thank you for
Master.
sharing that. Namaskar. That's profound. Mara?
Namaskar. I'm sorry, it's very
Namaskar.
dark in here.
Yeah.
Last night, before I meditated and went to bed, I had a sort of a conversation with Kundalini because I was, for some reason, expecting the same thing happening that I told you before about the energy rush. And then the entity or something that came after it. I was a little bit afraid that that would happen again. So when I lay down and I was awake this time, I felt it coming up right away. So, and then because there was nobody else in the house and I was a little bit afraid. So it subsided. And I was wondering, what can I do to
Now, you need to
scared?
trust. You need to trust in the energy.
Yeah.
The energy is benevolent, and she's not gonna scare you in any way. So the more you realize that she comes to support you, to nourish you, to strengthen you, to protect you, the more you can get that out of your mind. But I can well understand that you don't know what will happen, because it can be quite an energy impact. But the more you experience this energy and you experience its benevolence, its nobility, the more you'll realize what a beautiful energy it is. And you'd want to have your trust, and you'll open yourself to more and more experiences. It's only a matter of time and deeper experiences. It will happen.
Thank you. But there's just one thing that I would really like you to give me an answer to. So it is that a little bit the fear that after all this energy that I loved experiencing, so that's, I'm not afraid of that, but after that happened, there was just such a scare for me the last time that this happened, with that very angry voice. And it really took me a lot of asking for help to get out of that. So
one of the things you can do is to bring the gurus into it. Protect me.
I did that, yeah.
Right, or bring the
But
mantra.
it was still hard.
Yeah, or bring the mantra Om Guru inside.
Okay.
It'll get better and better, Mara.
Okay, thank you.
You will lose the fear.
Thank you so very much.
Namaskar.
For everything you do.
Thank you. John? Yeah.
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, wonderful. Namaskar, Guruji, and namaskar to everyone. I had a kind of special experience today. Today was actually the first time I listened to the sacred conversations again.
Good.
And it was, I mean, before I did the meditations or I read the talks, but the special thing about this was it was so unbelievably clear. The questions were so profound. Your answers and let's say the conversation about that helped me so much. So I'd like to thank you and everyone. Yeah, I think this is again a part of feeling this collective
Absolutely.
field that is helping each other along. And in this case, I felt tremendously supported today. So thank you very much for that. And
thank you.
Last but not least, tonight with this meditation, you invoked again this collective feeling of togetherness.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was the crown jewel of today.
Oh, so, thank you. Thank you
thank you so much, everybody. And
thank you, John.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you. Ramana and Bhavani.
Namaskar, Guruji.
Namaskar to you both.
I just wanted to share that this healing circle is just amazing. So uplifting, so empowering, so nourishing, like you said, and really enjoying it. But all of these 40 days so far, all the days have been phenomenal. And it is a wonderful collective feel. That's what I wanted to share, how powerful that is when we just tap into it. And I'm really, really grateful to everyone and to you, Guruji, for giving me this opportunity. It's a blessing to have it at this time when we are all going through whatever it is that we are going through, but we have something else other than what we do on a daily basis for our own selves. We have such a wonderful collective field to be in with everyone and with you, and to have your teachings with us more and more. It's really amazing. So thank you so much. And that's
thank you, Bhavani. Thank you. Thank you, Ravana. Thank you. So I want to thank you, everyone. It's been a marvelous session, and I couldn't do this without you. And the universe seems to have put this wonderful challenge to all of us. I'm so sad when I look at the deaths across the world, and I know that it's all a divine play. I hold that deep within my heart. It's all a divine play, and so I pray for all of those who've lost lives and their families. And I know that when we have to exit the stage, we come back again for another round. So even if it's an early exit, we come back. We come back. We don't lose the opportunity to continue to grow on the earth plane again. So we come back in perhaps stronger bodies as we would have wished. And for those who are suffering, or the sadness is great. I can imagine how many people are suffering from losses, but we can only hold them in our collective prayer, and that they can be nourished in the time of loss, and their faith, whatever it is, can hold them strong through the challenge. So the divine has orchestrated this period for us, and it has turned the 40 days into such a powerful event. I thank you all for joining with me every day and for creating this marvelous field. I am being nourished by it because the 40 days each year were becoming a challenge to me to do alone. But I feel that I'm not alone in doing this. You're with me, and that has strengthened me. I began to train some facilitators to work with me, but now the universe has given you all to work with me. So this has really turned out to be amazing. So what a marvelous universe. And I continue to pray that this pandemic go away as soon as it can, and that we all learn the deep lessons that come from it, and that countries can be better prepared in the future for when such things comes again. Because things are cyclical, they'll come again and again. So we always have to be prepared for that. So I want to wish all of you good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I see you tomorrow during my morning talk. Have a blessed evening or have a blessed day. Namaskar.